Hi guys, I am here doing a little video for you guys. I want to talk about the tarot today, and the reason is because I love tarot. It's just one of those things. When I started out my spiritual journey, becoming first a Wiccan and then just kind of becoming a general pagan, divination was one of the things that I was really interested in, and I just sort of naturally sort of floated to the tarot, and I've never looked back. I've always been a very intuitive reader. So, a little bit of what tarot is and tarot isn't is actually kind of what I wanted the theme of this video to be, because I want to do a series of videos about the tarot. I don't know how long the series will be, but I do want to do a series, and I also want to eventually, at some point when I get the right equipment to set up to do it, I would like to do like weekly tarot readings or something, but I don't at this point have the equipment that I would need to be able to do that, so unfortunately that will have to wait. But for today's video, what I am going to do is, like I said, I'm going to talk a little bit about what tarot is and a little bit about what it isn't. So what is tarot? Well, let me get one of my favorite decks. This is my default deck. This is the Robin Wood Tarot, and actually this particular deck right here is not the one I'm actively using. I just happen to have an extra Robin Wood Tarot deck. And the artwork on this deck is absolutely freaking gorgeous. I absolutely love it. It's amazing. And so it's very like Art Nouveau type. That's not the point. I really love this deck. And that's the reason why I brought this one out, to kind of talk about what the tarot is. The tarot is a tool. That's all it is. It's not some fortune telling, just mysterious, unknown thing. I mean, I guess to people who don't know anything about it, it is, but it's not like this evil trickery. It's just a tool. It's just something that tarot readers use for themselves and for their clients if they do professional reading to it's something that tarot readers use for themselves and for their clients to just have an idea of what's going on, of, where am I heading, what are the situations that I'm facing right now, and if I keep going this way, what's the likely outcome. It does not tell the future, not in the way that popular culture would have you believe. It doesn't say this is going to happen absolutely positively. What it says is, here's the situation, and if you continue going about the way you're going, if you continue to pursue the thought processes and the behaviors that you are currently pursuing, this is the most likely outcome. But as with all things, it depends on you. If you change your thought processes and you change your behaviors, then the outcome can be different if that's what you want. So it's not about this is absolutely what's going to happen, and it's not something, it doesn't make things happen. So if you go to a tarot reader and you get a bad reading, then something happens, it's not because you had the tarot reading. It was going to happen anyway. Just the reading brought it to the surface. And there are a lot of different people who can read with a lot of accuracy, and those people might be able to say this is what is going to happen. But even those people can be wrong, and even those people should be able to tell you, but here's, if you follow a different path, then it could turn out differently. It's about guidance. It's not about telling you your future. It is about guidance. It's about guiding you to see the path ahead of you, see the path that you're on currently, and make the right choices according to your needs. That is all that's what's going on. And tarot is very useful, and I find it to be something that is invaluable, but it does not replace actual help, like if you need to go and see a psychologist, if you need therapy, if you need a doctor, if you need a lawyer, if you need any of these kind of professionals, then that is what you need. You don't need a tarot reader. A tarot reader maybe can help point you in the right direction. A tarot reader can maybe help you say, hey, you need a lawyer, or hey, you need a doctor. You know, you need to go get this checked out by somebody who could actually do something for you about it. A tarot reader cannot heal your medical illness, and a tarot reader cannot heal your emotional illness, although they can certainly act as a guide. And if they also have a degree in psychology and a license, then that's even better. But in those instances, you should go see a therapist. You should go see a doctor. If you have a legal situation, you need a lawyer. And the tarot does not replace those things. So don't think that tarot readers are trying to replace these professionals in our physical world that do these kinds of services for you, because they're not. We're not. That is not what we're here to do. And it's just like with any type of magic, and that could be a whole other series, you know, but with any type of magic, you always need to do the work in the physical. You have to support your magic with physical work, just like you're supporting your physical work with your magic. So same thing with tarot. Tarot is a tool. It is a form of magic. It is a form of, for some people, it's a form of mediumship. Some people, you know, you just use the cards themselves as a catalyst for their intuition or for their connection to another power. Personally, I pray before I read the cards. So, you know, I think that ultimately the ability to read the cards is mine. But I do ask for guidance to guide my head, my hands, and my heart, so that I will be able to, you know, deal the cards as they need to be dealt, and to see the patterns that are in there, and to be able to interpret them correctly for the client, and be able to say what they need to hear. And you know, that's what I do when I look at the cards. I look for a story. I look at what is the story that the cards are telling me about this person. What do they need to hear? I'm sorry, I suddenly got a cough. And I'm not very good with the editing, so it's all going to be in the video. But that's basically it. That's what tarot is and what tarot is not. And I know that there are a lot of other readers out there who could give different answers. But they're all, I think, in my opinion, I think they would all come down to the same thing. Tarot is a tool. It is useful, but it's not the end-all be-all, and it's not a replacement for professional services. And I would definitely always recommend that if you are having a very difficult time in your life, that absolutely, if you want a tarot reader to help you kind of point out where the specifics are, that's great, but please go see a therapist. Please do that. Again, I want to drive this home. A tarot reader is not a replacement for a therapist or a counselor or a doctor or a lawyer. We provide a specific service that is not what they do, and they provide a specific service as well. And they do it for a reason. And now I should probably go before my voice completely gives out on me. Probably a side effect of one of my medications, because I go see a doctor. So if you like this, like and subscribe. Also look for the doobly-doo in the description. There's a link to my Patreon. If you like what I do and you want to see more of it, and you want to support what I do, and you know, while I do it, then please consider becoming a patron. Thank you. The thing won't shut off. It's the little thing, and it won't shut off. Why is it doing that? I think probably the battery's going out.